Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome. This is Quincy Jackson with your leading daily podcast. I'm happy to have you with me today. And as always, we're going to go over some principles, ideas, and concepts that are going to help you be more effective as a leader, not only in your family, in your business, in your friendships, and things of that nature, but every area possible where you are considered a leader and where you are not yet considered a leader. We want to help you get to that level where you can impact people in a positive way and help them also get better results in their lives. Today, we're going to discuss the book U Squared by Dr. Price Pritchett. If you can see his name right there, it's a very small book, but the ideas in this book are quite profound. We're just going to read chapters 1 and 2, and then we're going to discuss chapters 1 and 2 on how you can apply these things. First and foremost, how I plan on applying them, and then how you can apply them as well to get better results in your life. It's a very thin book. I think I learned about this book roughly 10 years ago. I'm going to actually leave in the description his website, Dr. Price Pritchett's website, so you can actually check him out for yourself and get any ideas or any more information that you think might be helpful to you. And I'll also do that in the following videos going forward because it's a small book, but it's quite lengthy. So we want to make sure that we break it down concisely, not just give you a 1.5 or 2 minute review. That's not going to serve you here. And I will give all the credit to Dr. Price Pritchett as we go through forward in these episodes. So if you're ready, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and then share this content out so we can get as many people to follow along with us as possible. And then I would like for you to tell me in the comments what you enjoyed the most about this particular reading and what are some of the things that you're going to apply to your life as well. Okay, so just getting into the first page, there's a quote that says, "If you do not expect it, you will not find the unexpected, for it is hard to find that and difficult." All right. So I want you to process that for a few moments. If you do not expect it, you will not find it, the unexpected, for it is hard to find and difficult. So right at the very beginning, he goes through a true story about him sitting in Millcroft Inn, about an hour outside of Toronto. And he talks about the struggle between a fly and itself. And I'll read this story to you, and then we'll get into the first couple chapters thereafter. But he says, "A true story. I'm sitting quiet in a room at the Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden back among the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on a few feet away. There's a small fly burning out the last of its short life's energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of the window pane. The winding wings tell the poignant story of the fly's strategy: try harder. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is part of the trap. It is impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect has staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. This fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time, and this small creature could reach the outside world it seeks. With only a fraction of the effort now being wasted, it could be free of this self-imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. Why doesn't the fly try another approach? Something dramatically different. How did it get so locked in on the idea that this particular route and determined effort offered the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to seek a breakthrough with more of the same? No doubt this approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. Trying harder isn't necessarily the solution to achieving more. It may not offer any real promise for getting what you want out of life. Sometimes, in fact, it's a big part of the problem. If you stake your hopes for a breakthrough on trying harder than ever, you may kill your chances for success. How many of you have ever tried something so hard and so hard and so hard only to not make any progress? Well, I think that's the correlation that Dr. Pritchett is trying to make to us right there. Sometimes trying harder is not the answer. It's trying something differently, going in opposite direction that's going to make the difference in your life and give you the success and the results that you desire. As we turn the page, we come to the very next page, which is the contents, which goes over the chapter outline. As you'll be able to see, there are 35 chapters in this particular book, 35 chapters for about 36 pages, so not bad at all. In today's episode, we're only going to talk about the first two chapters, the promise and quantum leaps. The promise. Are you ready for this? You don't have to be content with improving things incrementally or gradually. Right now, in this moment, you are capable of exponential improvement in your performance. You can multiply your personal effectiveness, hit new highs, and shatter your old achievement records. The results you can have will be hard for you to imagine. You can become you squared. You don't have to settle for things as they are now. That can change dramatically. If you're ready, life is prepared to give you a breakthrough experience. You can jump to a higher orbit of achievement, live the dream, enjoy a completely different plane of success. Also, you don't have to be content with improving things incrementally or gradually. Just as your level of performance can improve drastically, so can your rate of accomplishment. Furthermore, the U square formula requires far less effort than you given in the past. You haven't been reaching your full potential. So far, you haven't even come close. No matter how you wish to measure success, regardless of how you define achievement, you have barely scratched the surface of what you personally can accomplish. But maybe the time has come to change all that. Maybe you're ready to make a quantum leap. So he makes a very big and bold promise in this chapter about you're not even doing what you're most capable of doing, even if you've achieved a great deal of success at this point in your life. Now, if you're watching this, maybe you're somebody that's achieved fantastic results compared to everybody in your family, everybody in your circle, everybody in your neighborhood, everybody that you can think of. I've actually heard once before that Warren Buffett, he's been staying, if you know who that is, I don't have to go into the details of it, but Warren Buffett, who actually is one of the richest men in the world, especially in America, he's the richest man in his neighborhood, and he's lived in the same neighborhood for many years, probably over 40 years at this point. I believe I heard he was living there over 30 years, 10 years ago. But even he has not yet maxed out on his potential, even at 90 years old almost. If that's true, then what does that say about you if you're not in that same category of financial or business influence just yet? So I encourage you to really take a step back if you want to outline the accomplishments that you've achieved so far, and you want to see what it is that you've been able to accomplish and remember those things. Dr. Price Pritchett actually lets us know that we haven't even scratched the surface yet on what we're capable, because there's so much more potential that lies within us. However, all that can change if we make a quantum leap, which is the very next chapter. Let's talk about chapter 2, which is titled Quantum Leaps. To put it simply, as human beings, we're going to have to reframe our ideas about the universe and how we fit into it. Quantum leap is a term taken from the vocabulary of the new physics, physics. The science behind such technological breakthroughs as lasers, television, computers, space communication, and nuclear energy. Quantum physics is described as the most powerful science ever conceived by human beings. It requires a major rethinking of such concepts as time and space and how human consciousness operates. Quantum physics also has staggering implications regarding you, your potential, and the power of your mind. I'll say that again. Quantum physics also has staggering implications regarding you, your potential, and the power of your mind. To put it simply, as human beings, we're going to have to reframe our ideas about the universe and how we fit into it. Fred Allen Wolf, in his award winning book titled Taking the Quantum Leap, describes the term as the explosive jump that a particle of matter undergoes in moving from one place to another. In a figurative sense, taking the quantum leap means taking a risk, going off into an uncharted territory with no guide to follow. Physicists studying quantum mechanics note that particles make these jumps without apparent effort and without covering all the bases between the starting and ending points. So, what's going on here? How does this happen? And is it possible for you as an individual to do something very similar in your personal performance? I'll read that again just so you can process the question, okay? What's going on with these quantum mechanics of particles that jump without apparent effort, without covering all the bases between the starting and ending points? So, how does that happen? And is it possible for you as an individual to do something very similar in your personal performance? So, the answer, I believe, is absolutely yes. You have multiple examples of people that have done things, whether they're well known or not so well known. Maybe it's somebody right around the corner from you, or somebody next door to you. They made a jump or perceivingly jump in quantum leap from where they were before they got where they are now. The problem is that most times we don't even see the jump being made. Sometimes we do. And usually others around us don't see the jump or the change being made either. So they can't really relate in the moment of what's going on. But I'm going to encourage you to really think about the things that have gotten you to where you are today. And if you've been trying to make personal strides in a new direction, but you haven't done a few different things like adjust your circle of influence, take the courses or classes, read the books, go to the seminars, do the things that are outside of the comfort zone you've currently created for yourself, then I really don't think you can expect the quantum leap to happen anytime soon. So I'm going to encourage you to not only read the book, obviously you want to get the first two chapters, but really think through for yourself, what is it that I've been doing? What is it that I've been trying to do? And how far has it gotten me since I've wanted to make a change in my results, in my success, have a higher level of achievement, and things of that nature. The interesting thing is that, once again, it's doing something different that's going to help you have the success and results you desire. Trying harder to fly out of the window is only going to kill you, just like the fly in the first story we talked about in the beginning of this episode. So, but going in the opposite direction with less effort, doing something differently, even if you don't have all the guidance that you need, will get you not only the results you desire, but help you start making the quantum leap that you desire as well. You know, those are the first two chapters. I hope you enjoyed them. We're going to come back with the next part. Part 2 is going to be on chapters U squared, and then change your personal rules for success. I'm excited to go through that with you. Please, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, be sure to subscribe, and share it out with a few people. Maybe if it's a friend or brother, it doesn't have to be your entire social media following or friends list, things of that nature. But share it with somebody that you may have them think, hey man, have you really thought about the results that we've been getting, and can we make a quantum leap in our life so that we can have higher results and really live to a higher potential? I'm excited to know what you think about it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please check the description for the Dr. Pritchett's website so you can go there and get more information as well. And with that being said, I'll sign off. This is Quincy Jackson. Thank you for watching Leading Dailies episode 4, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day. Bye-bye.